Hey AI art enthusiasts, welcome back to Skill Curve. So today I'm going to be talking about another free amazing AI image generator tool that can create two images in variety of styles that suit your design needs. So I'm talking about STYLAR.AI, which is a very capable AI image generator as well as editor, which can help you in features like text to image generation, image to image generation. And you'll be thinking like, every other AI image generator offers these features, right? But what's the best part about STYLAR.AI is you can go ahead and get access to tons of style with STYLAR.AI for image generation. So you can do illustration design, logo design, abstract art, portrait photography, interior design, character design, and tattoo design. And in that, there are like even more style options in each of these categories. So yeah, let's just go ahead and explore this exciting AI image generator tool and see how well it performs, right? All right, so first of all, you need to go ahead and go to this website, STYLAR.AI. So this is basically the interface where it says Meet STYLAR, your ultimate controllable AI image editor. And there are a few options of sign up and join a list. So you guys can see we have a very cool animation going on in which it's talking about the features of STYLAR.AI. Then it's saying STYLAR is created for illustration design, character design, interior design, tattoo design, abstract art, logo designs, portrait photography, and product design, which are coming soon, right? So we'll be testing out all of these features of STYLAR.AI and which are text to image generation and image to image generation, all right? So for accessing that, you need to go ahead and click on this button, sign up, and this will ask you to sign up with email. I'm just going to go ahead and do that with Google real quickly. All right, so then it's going to ask you a few questions about yourself. So you're going to go ahead and fill that. All right, so this is basically the interface of STYLAR.AI. So first of all, it says recent projects. So whatever project you're going to work on or whatever image you're going to create, is going to display all that. And after that, we have the style library, all right? So here are all the categories of STYLAR.AI which you can create images out of. So we have illustration design, logo design, abstract art, portrait photography, interior design, character design, tattoo design. So that was really amazing. And take a look at the results, like the images, right? These looks really, really good. And STYLAR.AI is very capable AI image generator, you guys. I'm going to show you everything about it. So you can create like cartoon characters, designs, like animes, each and everything out of this STYLAR.AI, all right? So yeah, first of all, let's just go ahead and discuss text to image generation with STYLAR.AI. We'll basically be testing all of these categories right over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a new project first of all. Okay, so it's done. So now we can go ahead and name the project. Let's just say I say my name over here, and I click on apply. So it's asking canvas dimensions. So it's going to be the same aspect ratio. Let's just go ahead and do it by default. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on apply. So right off the bat, you can see we are given 200 credits, right? So like it's saying next reset this. So it's saying every day, like it's going to reset to 200. So these amount of credits are really, really good for text generation in STYLAR.AI. So it's kind of, you can say, a free AI tool, no problem whatsoever. But still, if we go ahead and talk about the pricing of STYLAR.AI, so yeah, you can see the standard one is $10 per month, and for the team, you can contact STYLAR.AI for that, okay? All right, so first of all, let's just go ahead and discuss text to image generation in STYLAR.AI. So yeah, over here, you can see we have text to image, import image, and image to image, okay? So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and click on text to image. So now we have a very intuitive, like very simple interface. So it's saying no style. So over here, you can go ahead and select all the styles from STYLAR.AI, which are like so many styles. Like, wow, take a look at this, how many options it provides you for image creation. Then we have styles by the categories, illustration design, logo design, abstract art, and everything. All right, so before we start creating, it is really important to know about the prompt formula for STYLAR.AI, like, right? We need to know like what kind of prompt formula should be applicable in STYLAR.AI and which should work absolutely fine. Okay, so for finding the prompt formula, we're gonna go ahead and discover it from STYLAR.AI itself. So this is a really cool trick I found. You need to go ahead and go to image. And over here, you can go ahead and upload any image of your choice that you have, okay? So let's just say there are a few AI images I have, so I go ahead and upload this one. So yeah, here you can see this is a very cool picture of a space, two astronauts, and there is some kind of destruction happening. So from this image, you can go ahead and click on auto prompt, and now STYLAR.AI will basically go ahead and create prompt for you from this image. So this is really cool. And out of this prompt, you can go ahead and break that very easily. Like what prompt formula would suit STYLAR.AI, okay? So I did the same. I break out this prompt, and the prompt formula for creating AI text to image generation in STYLAR.AI is, first of all, you need to go ahead and provide subject, then appearance, then action, then the environment of what you're doing, and mood and atmosphere, right? So these 5 things should be present in your prompt in order to create very cool AI images with STYLAR.AI, okay? All right, so first of all, for the first style of illustration design, we're gonna go ahead and just create few of the images from the style of illustration design, okay? So for my first prompt of illustration design, I'm gonna go ahead and select Gothic Punk as my first style in illustration design. And I'm gonna type in my prompt like a brave knight in shining armor, charging forward with a gleaming sword on a battlefield under a stormy sky, creating a dramatic and heroic atmosphere, right? So we have everything that should present in a prompt formula in this prompt, okay? And for the style intensity, I'll suggest you to do it like it says, okay? So 0.5 is gonna be okay. So now after that, you just need to go ahead and click on Stylarize, and it will load. It will basically give you 4 variation for each prompt, which is really amazing. And you know what's the best part about this tool is like it's really, really cool. Unlike other tools that require so much time for image generation, but this tool really ace it and does it in no time, okay? All right, and just like that, our results are ready for Gothic Punk and illustration design. So take a look at these results. Wow, like check this image out. This looks absolutely perfect, like I promised. It was a brave knight in shining armor, charging forward with a gleaming sword in a battlefield. And the other variation that you can see is this one, this one, this one. So like take a look at these images. Like these look really, really good, right? So yeah, let's just go ahead and do one more example for the illustration design. And this time I'm gonna go ahead and type in my prompt that a fearless astronaut floating in space, tethered to a spacecraft against the backdrop of a distant galaxy, creating a sense of awe and adventure, okay? And for the style in illustration design, let's just go ahead and choose this flamenco dance, okay? And check out the output, like how it is gonna look for that. All right, so take a look at the result for flamenco dance of an astronaut. These images look really, really good. Like, you know, we have an astronaut who's floating in the space, and each and every detail, like each and everything look really, really amazing. Like, wow, take a look at these images. It's great, right? All right, so let's just go ahead and do a few more of the style and illustration design. And this time, we're going to go ahead and do this apocalyptic photography because this looks really, really interesting to me. And for the prompt, I'm going to go ahead and say a majestic eagle soaring high above snow-capped mountains under a radiant sunrise, creating an inspiring and breathtaking atmosphere. Okay, let's just go ahead and create for this prompt and see our output. All right, so wow, take a look at these images. Wow, check out the detail, check out each and everything, like it's really according to our style. Like check out this variation now, then you have this, then you have this, like check out everything is really, really amazing. So STYLAR.AI is really a capable tool, you guys, right? Okay, let's do one last example from illustration design. And this time I'm gonna go ahead and choose this anime. And for the prompt, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, a little girl in a polka dot dress gleefully chasing colorful butterflies in a blooming garden under a clear blue sky, creating a joyful and playful mood, okay? Let's just go ahead and stylize this and see our output, like how it's gonna look, okay? All right, so take a look at these images. Wow, we have an anime style image of a girl in a polka dot dress, gleefully chasing butterflies, like this variation, then this one, this, wow, everything is so to the point and just the way we want, right? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and jump to our next style option, which is logo design. And in that, you can see we have different variations of which logo you want to create, which look really, really interesting, you guys. So first of all, for logo design, I'm gonna go ahead and type in my prompt. Then I'm gonna go ahead and choose the style, like what I want that to be. So a stylized tree with green leaves and visible roots standing tall within a circle, conveying a natural and eco-friendly mood, okay? And so for that, I think the pure easiness or the playful seaside looks good. So let's just go for playful seaside. And I'm gonna go ahead and stylize this and see how it looks. All right, so take a look at the output, you guys. The results, each and everything is really, really good. Okay, so we have a very minimalistic style. because that's the style we choose for our logo. Then you have this option. Okay, this looks good. This one. So yeah, it worked really, really well for our logo. All right, so let's do another prompt. So this time for the logo design, I'm going to go ahead and type in my prompt that an elegant swan, its wings spread wide, encased within a diamond shape, conveying a sense of grace and luxury, okay? So for that, of course, we're not going to go ahead and select this playful seaside because it will look so odd. So now I'm going to go ahead and select majestic logo, okay? This looks really good just according to our prompt that we input. Let's just stylize this and see how it looks. All right, so our logo is done. So if you take a look at the results, so yeah, as you guys can see, these results are really good for the logo of an elegant swan. Its wings spread wide, and each and everything is to the point, just the way we like, right? All right, so let's do another example for the logo design, and I'm gonna say a playful kitten with a ball of yarn encased within a heart shape and conveying a sense of fun and love for animals, okay? And for the design in the style, I'm gonna go ahead and select retro speaker, okay? Because this looks just like our prompt that we want, okay? All right, and just like that, our output is ready. So take a look at these results. Wow, this is really, really good, right? So yeah, this is how you can go ahead and create logos from STYLAR.AI without any problem, okay? So yeah, now let's just go ahead and go to abstract art and see what kind of abstracts we can generate out of STYLAR.AI. So you can see the categories. We have bold collage, metallic fluid, whispering lines, paper cutout, classic Memphis, and fantasy home, right? So there are very cool options. We have colorful photo as well, surreal, iridescence, like very cool, right? So let's just go ahead and test a few out and see how they're gonna perform for text to image generation, okay? So first of all, for the first prompt, I'm gonna go ahead and say intersecting and overlapping geometric shapes of various sizes on a gradient background, creating a modern and dynamic atmosphere, okay? And for the style in the abstract art, for this prompt, I think is the fantasy home will look good, right? So let's just go ahead and create this and see how it looks. All right, so it's all done, as you guys can see. So this is the abstract art of our overlapping geometric shapes. As you guys can see, the output is really, really good, and we have a very cool 3D picture, you can say, of the geometric shapes that we desired in our output, right? So yeah, this is how you can go ahead and do that. So let's do another example, and for the prompt, this time I'm gonna go ahead and say a flurry of vibrant swirling colors seemingly dancing on a canvas, creating a sense of movement and energy. And for the style, I'm gonna go ahead and choose paper cutout and see like how good it's gonna look. I'm really curious to see like how it's gonna perform for my prompt. All right, so take a look at these outputs. Like, wow, we have vibrant swirling colors. Like, it is looking like a paper cutout because you guys can see right over here, right? So these are the results. Like, wow, they look so good, you guys. Yeah. All right, so let's do another example for abstract art, and this time I'm gonna type in my prompt first of all that a burst of bright colors and shapes resembling a child's dream of a candyland, creating a whimsical and joyful atmosphere, okay? And for the style for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and do tiny world, okay? So this looks good for that, and I'm gonna create this and see how our output is gonna look like. All right, so take a look at the results. Wow, everything is so good, like to the point, right? And take out this variation, this one, like everything is so perfect. Like there are no errors whatsoever in the image, and the output looks amazing, guys, right? Okay, so now let's just go ahead and jump to portrait photography with STYLAR.AI, and I'm really excited for this one, and we'll see how it's gonna perform in the realistic images of human in portrait photography, okay? So for the first example in that, I'm gonna go ahead and say a woman with freckles and curly hair looking directly at the camera with a soft smile against a rusty wooden wall, creating a warm and inviting mood. And now let's just go ahead and choose a style. I think for that, the realistic will look really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Click on generate and see how the output is gonna look like. All right, so check out these results. Like, wow, I'm really amazed, you guys. Like, I bet you never seen these kind of images ever from any AI image generator. Like, check out the hairs, every detail, every minor detail. Like, everything is just to the point. Like a prompt, a woman with freckles and curly hair looking directly at the camera with a soft smile. And we also said like against a rustic wooden wall. Like check out the results. Wow, this is beautiful, right? Take a look at this one. Okay, so let's do one more example. I'm really excited to do more in this portrait photography with STYLAR.AI. And for the second prompt, I'm going to say an elderly man with a weathered face and twinkling eyes laughing heartily against a backdrop of a vintage library, creating a nostalgic and joyful mood. Okay, now let's just go ahead and choose the style. And for that, I think this symmetrical narrative will look good. So let's just go ahead and hit sterilize and see how it's going to look. All right, here you go, guys. So these are our outputs. So take a look at the result. Wow. Elderly man with a weathered face and twinkling eyes laughing heartily against a backdrop of vintage library. For that, these results are absolutely perfect, right? Okay, let's do one more example and do it a little bit interesting this time. So now I'm going to say a boy with a gap-toothed smile holding a melting ice cream cone against a backdrop of a bustling fairground, creating a nostalgic and happy mood. Okay, so this is a very interesting prompt. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and select luminous narratives and see how our outputs gonna look like. Okay, all right, so these are our outputs for that. Like take a look at the results. Good, these images are absolutely perfect for our prompt, right? Okay, so for the last example of portrait photography, I'm gonna go ahead and say a woman in a flowing red dress dancing in a field of sunflowers under a golden sunset, creating a vibrant and joyful mood. And for the style, let's just go ahead and select studio portrait and see how it's going to look like for our prompt. Okay, all right, so here you go. Check out the results, you guys. Wow, take a look at these images, right? These are absolutely perfect. Just we have one flaw. We have one extra hand in the image over here, and other than that, the other variations look really, really good, like to the point, right? Wow, check out this. This is absolutely beautiful. Like we have the sunset in the background, woman in a flowing red dress, and every detail is really, really good, right? Okay, so now let's just go ahead and discuss about interior design and see like how it's going to perform with our prompts in interior design. Okay, so we have transitional, coastal, mid-century, boohoo, interior design, inside, wood tone, scatty, and many other options. So let's just go ahead and do a few and see how it's going to perform in that, okay? So for my first prompt, I'm going to go ahead and say a cozy and relaxing living room with a wide sofa, a glass coffee table, and a large bookshelf bathed in sunlight streaming in through large windows with walls painted in light blue. So there are so many things in the prompt, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and go to interior design, and let's just go ahead and select mid-century and see how it's gonna look like for this prompt, okay? All right, so our output is ready now. Let's check out the image. So we have a cozy and relaxing living room with a wide sofa, okay, and a glass coffee table. All right, we can see that, and bathed in sunlight streaming in through large windows. Okay, so we have this variation, this one, and everything. Like for the interior design, it looks really, really good. Like every detail is to the point, right? Okay, let's do one more example for the interior design one, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and type in the prompt that a modern kitchen with a sleek black countertop, stainless steel appliances, and pendant lights, like all the other details. And the style, I'm gonna go ahead and do transitional. Okay, let's just go ahead and see the output for that now. All right, and there we go. These are our results. Like check out each and every detail in this image of interior design, like this one, then you have this variation and this one, right? So this is absolutely beautiful, just the way we want. All right, okay, let's do one last example, and we're gonna go ahead and jump to the next one. So we'll say a vibrant kid's bedroom with a spaceship themed bed star, patterned wallpaper, and a toy chest bathed in soft glow of a nightlight, creating a fun and imaginative atmosphere. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose a style. And the style is gonna be, let's just say, woohoo. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and hit sterilize and see how it's gonna look like for that. All right, here we go. Now these are our results. Check out each and every one. Like this one looks good, then you have this one and this, right? So let's go ahead and test this out and do one more example, last one. And here I'm gonna say a minimalistic living room with a white leather couch, a glass coffee table, and a large indoor plant and other details. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and select modern glamorous. Okay, let's just go ahead and see the output for this now. All right, guys, so here we go. Check out the results for this prompt. Like Wow, this is absolutely beautiful, right? So we have a minimalistic living room with a white leather couch, a glass coffee table, a large indoor plant, as you guys can see in every image. So yeah, these images are really to the mark for our prompt, all right? All right, so now let's just go ahead and go to the next one, which is character design. So as you guys can see right over here, we have different design options: soft radiance, mystical, sovereignty, a fantasy hero, cartoon anime, story time, and each and everything. So we have lots of options. Let's just go ahead and test out few and see how good it looks. So for the first prompt, I'm gonna go ahead and type over here like a roaring fantasy creature with the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, and tail of a serpent standing on top of a cliff in mystical forest, creating a mysterious and majestic atmosphere. Okay, so this looks really interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and see. So we're gonna go ahead and do fantasy hero for that and hit on sterilize and see how good it's gonna look. Okay, all right, so take a look at the results. Wow, this is absolutely beautiful. So a roaring fantasy creature with the body of a lion, wings of an eagle, and tail of a serpent. Wow, these images are really amazing, you guys, right? It's just like brilliant. All right, so for the next example, I'm gonna go ahead and say a mysterious pixie with the sparkling wings hovering over a glowing meadow in the soft light of dawn, creating a magical and whimsical atmosphere, okay? And so for the style, I'm gonna go ahead and choose linear cartoon. Let's just go ahead and do this, a cartoon character, and see how it's gonna look like, all right? All right, so take a look at the results. Like these are really good. Like everything is to the mark in the image. So we have this variation, this one, and this. Wow, this is really good, right? Okay, let's do another example, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and say a young wizard with a pointy hat and a magic wand casting a spell on a floating book in a candlelit room, creating a magical and mysterious atmosphere, okay? Let's just go ahead and select the style for this one, and it will be cute exaggeration. Let's just go ahead and do this. Sterilize this and see how good it looks. All right, so we have the output for our cute exaggeration style. Take a look at these images. Wow, like this is absolutely perfect. I haven't seen any AI generated do this good job in image generation for each style. Like it's really up to the mark, right? So let's just go ahead and do the last example, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and test out the anime style of this STYLAR.AI. So for the style, I'm going to go ahead and choose cartoon anime, click on generate, and see like what output is going to give me for that. All right, so here we go, guys. Now we have the anime cartoon characters for the prompt that we input. So we have this variation, this one, this one, this one, right? All right, so now for the last style, I'm going to go ahead and see the tattoo design, like how good we can create tattoo designs out of STYLAR.AI, okay? So for the first prompt, I'm going to go ahead and say a blooming rose with detailed petals and thorns surrounded by tribal patterns, creating a romantic and bold mood, okay? And so for the style for this, I'm going to go ahead and say like floral tattoo, okay? And hit on sterilize and see the output. All right, so here we go. We have the tattoo designs right over here for floral or tattoos. And yeah, these are the outputs for that. So this looks really good, right? All right, so for the next prompt, I'm just gonna go ahead and say for the tattoo design that a fierce dragon, its scales intricately detailed, coiled around a sword against a backdrop of flames, creating a powerful and intimidating mood, okay? And so for that, I'm gonna go ahead and say watercolor tattoo, and let's just go ahead and hit on sterilize and see its output, okay? All right, here we go. These are the outputs. So this is the first variation, this second one, then we have third, right? So yeah, these tattoo designs look really good, right? So yeah, let's do one last example, and I'm gonna go ahead and say a detailed compass rose surrounded by intricate numerical patterns, creating a sense of exploration and adventure, okay? And so for that, this time I'm gonna go ahead and select apocalyptic horror, okay? And see its output, like how it's gonna look like. All right, so this is the output for our prompt, which was a detailed compass rose surrounded by intricate numerical patterns. So yeah, for that, these images look absolutely perfect, like just the way we want, right? All right, so these were a few style options and a few examples of text-to-image generation in STYLAR.AI. So now let's just go ahead and see a few more features in STYLAR.AI before jumping into image-to-image generation. So let's just say if I go ahead and just choose this image right over here. So yeah, as you guys can see, now we have few features. So we have generative fill, generative remove background and selection tool. So by clicking on remove background, straight away within seconds, you can go ahead and change the background in this image like very accurately. So right now we have another image in the background, but yeah, just like that, you can go ahead and change the background of any image like in no time. Okay, so this was one feature, and the next one we have is generative remove. So if you go ahead and click on that, so it will give you some kind of a brush stroke, and let's just say you want to remove these two flowers that are coming in this picture. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and paint these, and after that it will give you option to remove. So if I can go ahead and click on remove, and just like that, with the help of AI and without even noticing, it will remove that object for you like very accurately. Okay, and yeah, we also have the option on generative fill over here. So let's just say I want to go ahead and fill in with some rose flower instead of the sun. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shade this once again. All right, so it's all done, and after that it will give you option like what do you want to insert. So I should say a rose flower, like before it was sunflower. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on generate, and after that it will give you not one but like few more variations which will suit you the most for a rose flower, right? So I think the first one looks absolutely perfect, and we can't say like this is some generative fill. It looks like it is in the image, right? So yeah, these were a few features that you can go ahead and use in STYLAR.AI along with text-to-image generation. Now, let's just go ahead and jump to image-to-image generation in STYLAR.AI, okay? All right, so for image-to-image generation, first of all, what you need to do is you need to upload any image that you want to create out of that, okay? So let's just say I go ahead and upload this image right over here. Okay, so this is kind of a portrait of a woman. So now you can go ahead and go to this image to image section and click on auto prompt. So first of all, what you can do is you can create a prompt out of this image, like it will be really accurate. Check out this. A young woman with long blonde hair is standing outside looking at the camera. She has a pretty smile on her face and she poses for the photo. The woman appears to be wearing a gray shirt and is positioned in front of a tree, right? So this is really good. And now you can go ahead and change the style of this image to any you want, which is really amazing. So let's just say I go ahead and select on ethereal enchantments. So, and I click on sterilize. All right, and straight away after some time, it will go ahead and change the image for you. Like it will change the style for you completely, okay? And just like that, you can go ahead and change it to anything else. Let's just say I go ahead and select cartoon, anime, or you can select anything else like dreamlike portraiture and click on sterilize. All right, and just like that, it has changed our image to dreamlike portraiture, as you guys can see, and it has kept all the details from our reference photo, right? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and upload another image and test out this image to image generation a bit more. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and upload the image of this like animated kind of style, and for that you can go ahead and click on American Story, and let's just go ahead and stellarize this and see how it's gonna look for that. All right, so check out the results. Like wow, these results are absolutely beautiful for the American Story style. And now let's just go ahead and test this out a bit more, and this time I'm gonna go ahead and upload the image of this cartoon character, okay? And for the style, I'm gonna go ahead and select realistic, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to change this image into some realistic style and see whether the STYLAR.AI is gonna perform in that or not. So let's just go ahead and see. All right, wow, so check out the results, you guys. It has basically changed all like this cartoon character into realistic images because I chose the style as realistic. And yeah, as you guys can see, these images look absolutely beautiful for our cartoon character, right? So yeah, this was image to image generation in STYLAR.AI. It's really capable, as you guys saw. So yeah, this was the exploration of STYLAR.AI, all the features in text to image generation, as well as image to image generation, and few of the extra ones that I told you in this video. So yeah, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.